over me. I feel it all around me. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. It's my destiny. There's no tide beside of me. It's waiting to come out now. No matter what, no matter how, I know I'll make it through somehow. 'Cause when the road feels so long, I'll still be holding on. I'm gonna keep on going. I know I'll be strong. Yeah, indestructible. I won't let nobody break me down. Indestructible. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Indestructible. Gonna make you, gonna keep on going. Indestructible. The last man standing. I'm waiting for what we want. I never giving up. Nothing can break my spirit. 'Cause it's indestructible. Yeah. I can feel it coming over me. I feel it all around me. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. It's my destiny. There's no tide beside of me. It's waiting to come out now. No matter what, no matter how, I know I'll make it through somehow. 'Cause when the road feels so long, I'll still be holding on. I'm gonna keep on going. I know I'll be strong. Yeah, indestructible. I won't let nobody break me down. Indestructible. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Indestructible. Gonna make you, gonna keep on going. Indestructible. The last man standing. I'm waiting for what we want. I never giving up. Nothing can break my spirit. 'Cause it's indestructible. Yeah. I can feel it coming over me. I feel it all around me. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. It's my destiny. There's no tide beside of me. It's waiting to come out now. No matter what, no matter how, I know I'll make it through somehow. 'Cause when the road feels so long, I'll still be holding on. I'm gonna keep on going. I know I'll be strong. Yeah, indestructible. I won't let nobody break me down. Indestructible. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Indestructible. Gonna make you, gonna keep on going. Indestructible. The last man standing. I'm waiting for what we want. I never giving up. Nothing can break my spirit. 'Cause it's indestructible. Yeah. I can feel it coming over me. I feel it all around me. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. It's my destiny. There's no tide beside of me. It's waiting to come out now. No matter what, no matter how, I know I'll make it through somehow. 'Cause when the road feels so long, I'll still be holding on. I'm gonna keep on going. I know I'll be strong. Yeah, indestructible. I won't let nobody break me down. Indestructible. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Indestructible. Gonna make you, gonna keep on going. Indestructible. The last man standing. I'm waiting for what we want. I never giving up. Nothing can break my spirit. 'Cause it's indestructible. Yeah. I can feel it coming over me. I feel it all around me. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. It's my destiny. There's no tide beside of me. It's waiting to come out now. No matter what, no matter how, I know I'll make it through somehow. 'Cause when the road feels so long, I'll still be holding on. I'm gonna keep on going. I know I'll be strong. Yeah, indestructible. I won't let nobody break me down. Indestructible. Nothing's gonna stop me now.
Gonna do a quick sound test. Yep, sounds good. Alright, what's going on? What's going on? BTD Gamers, Mr. Chance Boy here, everyone. Today is my non-gaming live stream week. Sorry. Oh, just make sure this is all running. Yeah, that's all running correctly. So yeah, I thought today I'm gonna do another let's talk gaming. Let's do another let's talk gaming stream today. Let me just double check second audio. Let me just turn that down a bit. Just double check that. Make sure that's all good. Just double check. Yeah, all good. So yeah, big games, Mr. Chance Boy here, everyone. I'm streaming on the BTD Gamers TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. If you're watching through YouTube, I have two streams running: a vertical and a horizontal stream, depending on your screen preference. But yeah, hope you're all good. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week. The weather's getting really hot now here in the UK. A bit too hot for me. It's like the problem with UK heat as well is it's like dry, sticky heat. You get me? So yeah, right now I'm bored. I've got my fan on. I've got my windows open, but I'm still sweating. But yeah, but we carry on. We carry on in it. We gotta do. So yeah, I thought, yeah, like I said, today I'm gonna do a Let's Talk Gaming stream. I thought, it'd be fun to talk about some of my favorite games or some of my, my beloved games that I grew up playing with that I just enjoy having fun with. So yeah, let's get into it. So let's see what game should we talk about first. Everyone who knows me, who's been watching me on BTD Gamers, watches my live streams on my personal channel, knows I love fighting games. But we're not gonna start with a fighting game. We're gonna talk about Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden Black. If you've not ever played this game. I just want to load the image up. Alright. So yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black. This game, well, first of all, Ninja Gaiden Black is technically it was basically an extended version of Ninja Gaiden 1, which came out on the original Xbox. Now, I've played Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, and 3. And then of course I was gasping when Ninja Gaiden 4 came out. I still need to finish Ninja Gaiden 4, which came out last year, was it? I think it came out last year, roughly. No, was it last year? I can't remember now. But Ninja Gaiden Black though is the one. So yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black was an extended version of Ninja Gaiden 1. Originally on Xbox Live, there was DLC for Ninja Gaiden 1, which was the expansion. But then they decided to release a full disc version of the DLC called Ninja Gaiden Black. Now this game, I have a lot of memories playing this game. I used to back when I was in like what? Was it secondary school? I think secondary school or late primary school. I can't remember which one now. I think it was more early primary school, early secondary school. I used to bang this game out lower, and so this game, by the way, wasn't easy. This is not an easy game. Ninja Gaiden is not an easy game. So it's a hack and slash game. You play as Ryu Hayabusa, And now, of course, now if you know your fighting games, Ryu Hayabusa is one of the characters from the Dead or Alive games, but he also has his own games called the Ninja Gaiden games. And the thing as well is, so Ninja Gaiden is actually been around for ages. Anyone who doesn't know, Ninja Gaiden used to be, used to have like its own, used to originally be like a 2D platformish hack and slash kind of. I don't know what you describe those ones back in the days, but I'm gonna call it like a 2D platformish hack and slash kind of game. Back on like what, was it the old Sega or old Nintendo consoles like NES or Mega Drive? I can't remember if it was I can't remember if it was on Nintendo, original Nintendo or Sega first, or whichever, or both. But he technically originates. That was technically his. He originates from that. He was originally from that. But of course, you know, he also made his way in the Dead, being a character in Dead or Alive. And then you have the then of course you have the newer 3D versions of the hack and slash Ninja Gaiden games. And like I said, I grew up playing Ninja Gaiden Black, you know. And like I said, the Ninja Gaidens, any of the Ninja Gaiden games in general were not easy. They're not easy. So, you know, you go from like easy, normal, hard to like Master Ninja. And there's also like the Ninja Gaiden DS game, Dragon Sword. Yeah, I managed to clock this game on Master Ninja mode, and which by the way was not easy. But what's annoying about it? What was annoying about when I clocked the game on Master Ninja difficulty was that I almost 100%ed the game, almost. What's up, sis? It's morning in Japan. Ah, nice. So yes, my sister Kimiko 22 in the Twitch chat. As usual, she always tunes in upstairs in her bedroom, but she's in Japan right now. She's still enjoying her trip in Japan, like I mentioned last week's stream. Yeah. So yeah, sis, I'm just doing a Let's Talk Gaming, my non-gaming stream this week. My Let's Talk Gaming. I'm talking about my favorite games, some of my favorite games or beloved games, you know. But yeah, so going back to Ninja Gaiden, so one of the things that annoys me about when I clocked Ninja Gaiden Black on Master Ninja mode, and I've only technically clocked it once on Master Ninja mode because, of course, I felt accomplished when I clocked it, and of course I was like, do I want to suffer again? But so what it is basically, on Master Ninja mode, I basically did all the side missions apart from one. I never beat the last side mission in Ninja Gaiden Black. And it's because I might mention this before in another non-gaming stream where I'll talk about Ninja Gaiden. Basically the last side mission is like one of those fighting waves of minions type of side mission, where you basically had to fight like 100 or just over 100 of the hardest minion creature in the game. And the thing about the hardest minion creature in the game is they're tough. They have loads of health. Sometimes some moves don't stun them, and they also do the couple ones where when you do enough damage on them, they go into a berserk mode, which you can imagine means when they go in berserk mode, they're more aggressive, they do more damage. Yeah. I never ever finished. That's the only side mission I can ever do. And it was like if I'm correct, it's the last side mission in the game. And I'm still really annoyed about that. Because I wanted to I really wanted to, I kept retrying that side mission. But I got to the point where I eventually was losing. I would get far, but I would lose, and I was just like, I gave up. And then I clocked the game in Master Ninja mode and stuff without doing that side mission. But I do want to go back to it. I do actually want to go back to it and try do that side mission again. Then I would feel more satisfied about clocking Master Ninja mode. And then one thing that's cool about this game as well is, so as well as the main story mode in Ninja Gaiden, there's also the like ninja. I can't remember what the name of the actual mode is, but basically let's just call it Ninja Trials, where like you have these like objective style, like an objective style mode where you just do these different modes where like it could be defeat this boss within this time, or do this wave of minions, or like a little one where like fight these two bosses at the same time, stuff like that. Yeah, this game, I banged out every like ninja trial as well. But but I want to show. Let's see if I can find. Let's see if I can find a few. Let's see if I can find a few like cool cinematic cutscenes to show you what this game is about. I know. We'll start with the intro. Let me cut the music for now. Let's start with the intro.
The evil, dark dragon blade, a legendary sword, said to have been carved out of the bones of a black dragon. It brought plague and death to the world during the age of ancient myth. It has been sealed by those of the dragon lineage since the dawn of history because of its incredible capacity for evil, made possible by the souls of the vanquished black dragons that dwell within it. It is said that if the blade seal were to
So yeah, you play the whole story mode, getting the sword at the end, which by the way is a really, it's one of the most powerful weapons in the game. One of the most powerful weapons.
Into the devil incarnate. However, not even those of the dragon lineage who protect it know the true extent of its power. The dragon sword, another weapon.
And this is the main weapon you use when you play as Ryu Hayabusa.
This sword, which is said to have been used by ancient warriors to slay the black dragons, is now handed down from generation to generation in the Hayabusa ninja clan, the modern descendants of the dragon lineage. And now, the dragon sword is gripped firmly in the hands of young ninja Ryu Hayabusa.
Yeah, Ryu Hayabusa, sick. And also, like you start off with his like, I'll show you in the cutscene. You start off with his purple costume, and then you get to like his more notable costume in like the Dead or Alive games. So yeah, let me show you another cutscene that I love. So there's a part in the story mode where your village, the Hayabusa village, gets attacked by the so in this game there's these three like bosses called the three greater fiends. One of them called Doku, who's like he's in like this samurai armor. He attacks the village, and then there's a cutscene where you go back to the village to try to save the maiden and stuff. But yeah, I'll show you. There's that cutscene. I love that cutscene. I'm just gonna show you bits and bobs from like some of the cutscenes that I adore from this game. Alright, here we go. This is the cutscene when you first meet Doku. And also, like the cinematic style, I'm not gonna lie, the cinematic style for this game back on Xbox, original Xbox, was really smooth, in my personal opinion. So yeah, that's I forgot her name now, but she has a sister who's also a maiden called Momiji, who's another female ninja and maiden. You play as her in like the Dragon Sword, the DS game, the Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword game, and she also becomes a playable character in the Dead or Alive fighting games as well. Because the Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive, even though Dead or Alive is a fighting game, Ninja Gaiden is a hack slash game. Their universes are within, they are part of the same universe, which is why Ryu Hayabusa is a Dead or Alive character as well. But yeah, any of you in the stream, do you lot, any of you lot remember playing this game back in the days? I still love this game, and of course, there was the Sigma HD version that came on like PlayStation 3, and then yeah, even on and then on Steam and stuff. Oh yeah, don't worry though, my guy's not dead. My guy's not dead. Now let me show you the next cutscene where you see him strap up into like the more notable costume that he's known for in like the Dead Alive games. Yeah, this one where he straps up. Man's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill Doku, bro.
My network of ninja have uncovered the reason for the attack. The samurai who burned the village was Doku, lord of the greater fiends of the Vigor Empire. It appears as though the Vigor Emperor seeks the power of the Dark Dragon Blade.
Doku.
All right, there's another cutscene. So there's another character I love this game called Rachel. She's basically like she basically she hunts down um, oh my god, the bloody fiends. Yeah, they fiends. Sorry, and that you get introduced to her in this cutscene. And also Rachel, another thing that gas me. So they eventually put Rachel in the Dead Alive games as well, and I got gassed about that because I love Rachel. She's, by the way, she's a hot character. She's yeah, obvious reasons, don't worry. But yeah, she's originally introduced in Ninja Gaiden 1, and then yeah, she's part of the she features in some of the other new Ninja Gaiden games, and then she gets put into the Dead Alive games as well as a fighter. But in Dead Alive though, she plays more like a grappler or like a heavy brawler, I would say.
I'm Rachel, hunter and slayer of fiends.
So that was a fiend.
You don't see them much nowadays. It's hard to believe they were ever human, isn't it?
Human?
Anyone with susceptibility to the curse, whether they are a saint or a sinner, can succumb to it and become a fiend.
So what does that make you?
Complex. And you?
I'm looking for a greater fiend named Doku. Do you know him?
Why are you looking for him?
I'm going to kill him.
You have no idea what you're up against, do you? If he could be killed, I would have done it myself long ago. He was the one that took my sister from me.
Yeah, bruv, watch her with her grappling hook, bruv. She swings like Batman. Watch.
It's gonna be a busy night.
So yeah, of course this is an old game, so I don't care if I spoil anything. All right, this game's been around for ages, so I don't care if I say any spoilers. So you know how I mentioned the three Greater Fiend bosses in this game? Um, basically, her sister turns into one of the Greater Fiends as well. That's when when she talked about finding her sister stuff. It's because one of the Greater Fiends is her sister that turns into one of a fiend as well. So yeah, just little thing to mention. But yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. I think that's enough, enough to talk about. I do really want people to play this game. I highly recommend it. Like, yeah, really recommend it. But yeah, for now, I'll be. That's enough for Ninja Gaiden for now. All you need to know is how much I love this game. And yeah, I mean, I've replayed this game quite a few times, and I've played the HD Sigma version that came out like on Steam when I played it. It came out on PlayStation. Also, fun fact as well, the PlayStation one as well. So, oh, pardon me. Um, in like the original like Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, 3 as well, if I remember. You only play as Ryu Hayabusa. All the other characters are like non-playable. But like you also have like Aina, the purple hair ninja from Dead or Alive. She features a lot in the game as well. But then in like the newer HD versions, there's bits where you can play as Rachel. There's also like bits or modes where you can play as like Kasumi from Dead or Alive and Ayane as well, stuff like that, which is really nice. Like I said, though, it's because all the universes are they're all part of the same universe, Dead or Alive and Ninja Gaiden. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break. Pardon me, I'll be right back. I'm back, Mr. Chan's boy is back. So, so yeah, sorry that everyone, thanks for everyone that's tuned in so far. If you just tuned in, this is BTD Gamers, Mr. Chan's boy here. I'm streaming on the BTD Gamers TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. I'm running 2 streams on YouTube, horizontal or vertical stream, depending on your preference. But yeah, so like I said, today I'm doing one of my non-gaming streams. Basically, I'm doing a let's talk gaming. Talk about some of my favorite games or beloved games. So let's talk about now. I'm gonna jump into one of my favorite racing games of all time. So everyone who knows me as well, I love racing games as well. I'm a big fan of racing games, especially racing games based on like that features actual like car models, real world car models. Because I'm a big fan of my cars as well. Apart from, I'll be honest with you, I still need my driving license. I still need to continue learning my driving lessons, and you know, one day I'll get my driving license and get one of my dream cars, hopefully. So, before we get into it, so my dream car would be a Nissan Skyline R34 GTR. That's my dream car. That's the same, same car that's is featured in the Fast and Furious films that Paul Walker drives. You know, you must have seen it. The ones that a lot of some of the Japanese police officers use. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Nissan GTR cars, Nissan Skyline cars. You know, but the R34 GTR, that's my dream car. That is my dream car, 100%. But yeah, so this is the game I'm talking about. Midnight Club 3 Double Edition Remix. This game, I'll tell you right now, is another game I used to bang out back in the days. I used to play this a lot when I had on my original Xbox. I had the original Xbox version. I used to bang this game out hell lot. And the funny part is, I still play a lot right now. In fact, I was playing a lot again in the last few years. I was playing a lot again, but I clocked the game again. That's how much I love this game. It has like a story mode. Yeah, then I had a couple like versus mode as well. And like I'm gonna jump into some of the cutscenes. But of course you can have up to you can have up to like 30 cars in your garage. In the story mode, there's like you play in it features 3 cities in the US. Was it? I can't remember now. Is it San Diego, Atlanta, and one more? I think I can't remember. Or was it Detroit? I can't remember. But then after that, there's the Tokyo Challenge. Where like you take your character to Tokyo and do a lot of races in Tokyo as well. Sick game. And yeah, you can imagine, there's so many other cars in this game that I love, as well as the Skyline R34 for GTR. There's the Nissan Fairlady Z, Toyota Supra, Mitsubishi Evo Eclipse. Which one isn't featured in the game? I think it's Mitsubishi Evo 6. What else was there? There's a Lexus IS200. Is that IS200? Lexus? Trying to remember, because I can't. I'm trying to remember all the car models in the game. Then there's like, you got your exotic cars. So like, yeah, your tuners, exotics. Like the Lamborghini Murcielago, Diablo. There's the SLR. I'm trying to remember. There's quite a few as well. There's loads in this game. And then you got luxury sedans. You got like the Mercedes AMG cars. Like SL55 AMG. What else? Then you can also play. As like chopper. You can also drive as chopper bikes, or sports bikes, where you can basically unlock the drivable characters for them. Like they got like the Ninja 12XZR. Like the Kawasaki Ninja 12XZR. Beautiful bike. But yeah, let me show you some of the cutscenes. Let me just stop the music. I was trying to pause it, but okay, cool. Let me show you the cutscenes. So you got the intro scene. So yeah, this game is made by Rockstar. But all I can say is I wish Rockstar brought this game back. Like they did like Midnight Club. Was it like they did like a fourth game, Midnight Club 4, whether was it Las Vegas? I can't remember what the fourth game is. But I didn't fall in love. I didn't like it as much. This was the and Midnight Club 2 as well. This and 3 Dub Edition Remix are the games that stuck with me the most. This one most, Dub Edition 3 Remix. Like I love this game, bro. Oh, but look at all the cars. That's beautiful, bro. Couple sedans, tuners. It's such a good racing game. Like this is my favorite race game of all time, by the way. And there's a few exceptions, like the Rangan the Rangan Maximum Tune games on the arcade, Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2. Yeah. Then yeah, let me show you some of the cutscenes. So like you got cutscenes where like you feature in like a garage and stuff. I'll show you an example. Did they have the Tokyo Challenge one? Yeah. Yeah. So this is like the first cutscene that plays when you're in the when you did the Tokyo Challenge.
例の外人が来ました。使えねえ野郎だな。もっとマシな仕事しろよ。てめえ俺のことこげんじんだろ。It looks cheap. Can't get the help these days. Whatever, bad joke. Welcome to Speedway. Welcome to Tokyo. I got your message. Cool, yes? So, I don't know what you've been up to in America, friend, but you in Japan now. We do things a little different. You can use any of the cars you've already got, or I can set you up with a ride. My garage can handle anything you need. New cars and upgrades. Even this clown is better than any of those butchers you use in America. Everything you win, you can take back home. Tell people where you got it. Tokyo races are guys wanting to race anyone in the city. The more Tokyo races you win, the more tournaments become available. Some of the tournaments require vehicles of a certain performance class or vehicle type. So, if you haven't unlocked them yet, go home stateside and get what you need. If you beat a tournament, you win a serious ride. Have fun, friend.
Yeah. Is that or like there's the cutscenes, or like this is the first cutscene that plays when you first start in your like driving journey in America.
Hey, I just hooked up your ride, ese. I worked the engine with a new air intake.
So this is the first engineer you start. There's 3 different engineers depending, three engineers for each city.
Tighten up the suspension and added a sway bar for less body roll. Oh, and I upgraded the brakes. And now she's riding on a set of 20-inch shoes. What are you talking about the money for?
Yeah, man. Now this guy was sick though.
The love? You're lost, fool. Hey, I gotta go. So you're baby's boy, huh? The one who says he's into cars. Cool. So what you into, Holmes? I got only the best cars. Something fast for the import tuner scene, a truck, or maybe something classy.
Oh yeah, there was SUVs and you can drive SUVs and trucks as well.
Cause here at 619s, we got it all. All aftermarket stuff, body work, and under the hood. Make it fast and make it beautiful. Hey, but I ain't no salesman. So go look through the cars, pick out what you want, and don't try to get funny with the price, cause this ain't the ghetto. So,
Pardon me.
baby says you like to drive with some speed, eh? Well, I can hook you up. It's all about car club down here, Holmes. Whatever you buy, there'll be somebody that will want to race it. That's the vibe down here. Beautiful cars and fast driving. Insanity, ese. So, give me a call, or I'll give you a call. Hook you up with some car clubs, Holmes.
Yeah.
Oh, fregón, huh?
So yeah, I'll leave at that one for now. But yeah, that's Maximum Tune 3 Dub Edition Remix. That game, I have so many memories, and like yeah, like I said, I my garage in most of my playthroughs of that game, I like to at least have C class tuners, C and B class tuners. Then I have like the A class exotic cars. I have a couple of sport bikes. Yeah, yeah. Beautiful. And like I said, you know, in my most current playthrough, what I've done, like because you can also tune up your car, tune it up, increase the horsepower. You can customize it with cosmetics, like a metallic finish, matte finish, add like carbon fiber to the hood. You can add spoilers, change your side bumpers, front bumper, all that stuff. Add neon lights. But oh man, I love this game. You can also add some like other paint jobs as well. Oh, add some stickers on your car. Beautiful game. You can change your rims, your wheels, all that stuff. Ah, anyway, that's enough of my Nightclub 3 Dub Edition remix. Alright, let's talk about another game now. So that's me talking about my favorite racing game. Now we're gonna talk about me being a fighting gamer. Let's talk about some fighting games now. So let's talk about I love too many fighting games. It's hard to say what's my favorite. Actually, tell a lie. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Pac-Man vs. SNK 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3. Definitely some of the ones up there. But let's talk about Pac-Man vs. SNK 2. And whilst we do this, I'm gonna play a certain tune in the background from the game that I love. This is one of my favorite fighting game tracks of all time. It's called "This Is the True Love Making." Anyone who knows this tune knows how much of a banger this tune is. So yeah, this tune is called "This Is True Love Making" from Capcom vs. SNK 2. This song bangs. This is the true love I'm making. This is the true love I'm making. This is true love I'm making all the time. So yes, Capcom vs. SNK 2. One of my favorite OG fighting games of all time. This game, bang above. You got characters from the Capcom fighting games, predominantly Street Fighter, but other Capcom fighting games as well, like Rival Schools, Darkstalkers. Then you got a bunch of the SNK characters, from like the King of Fighting games, Favorite Few games, Samurai Showdown games. Yeah. So one thing I'll say about this game is this is one of the games that when I first got into like going to FGC events, fighting game community events, this is one of the games that definitely helped me get there, because there was one event I went to with me, my brother, some of his friends. I can't even remember, some part of London where they hired like a basement kind of room area in some like venue. I don't know. This was when I was a kid. They had like a fighting game community event there where they had like, I think they had like Tekken 5, CVS 2, Third Strike, Alpha 3, and a few other things there as well. I remember playing. I was a kid though, so I wasn't the greatest. But I remember there being like, I remember me just jumping on, and a lot of people were generally quite friendly. Jumping on like some First Strike sessions, random people, some CVS 2 sessions. But yeah, so in this game, I use the characters I mainly main is Vega. Oh my god, I can't remember. I've lost her name now. One of the girls from Samurai Show. I've forgotten because I haven't played in a while, so I've forgotten some of the names. Don't worry, and then I like to use a Yori a lot as well. I can't believe I forgot her name now. Wait, one sec. Let me Google it. I can't believe my mind's gone blank. Alright. Let me just, because I feel bad I forgot her name now. I can't lie. Yeah, that's it. Hibiki, who's from the Last Blade series. That's what I was trying to say. How come I forgot the name now? I feel I feel like, you know when your mind just went blank. So yeah, I normally use Vega on point, Hibiki second, and then Ori third. That's like how I normally play it. But there's a few other characters I like using. I like using Chun-Li as well. When I'm using Vega, I like to turtle with Vega, and then, you know, I like to play like a very neutral like footsie game with Hibiki. I like, because of where you like her crouch jab, her crouch strong. Then you can kind of like use her quarter circle forward punch, quarter circle punch with the blade, the little slash blade, to like control space. And then Uri, you know, he's got his Rekka. Like you can do like, you know, jab or like short into Rekka. Yeah, this game, one of the best fighting games ever. One of my top 3 fighting games of all time, 100%. Like, unless like so many people want Capcom vs SNK 3 to happen. Like Capcom vs SNK 2 came out such a long time ago. Like in arcades, on PlayStation 2, on original Xbox, GameCube. Thankfully though, you know, we did get the Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which has the CVS 2 in it, CVS 1. Yeah, when the Capcom Fighting Collection 2 came out, you can imagine how gassed me and a bunch of CVS 2 players were about this. Oh my goodness, I miss this game too. I miss this game with a passion, bro. Like, you know what? Let me find like a good match from like Evo or something, and you see how hyped this game is. You see how hyped this game is. I guarantee you I can find a good match from it. There's so many matches. Ah, yes, I remember this. Bass versus Daigo. Evo 2K3. Alright, let me get into this. Let me pause the music. So yeah, just watch this match. Just watch this match. Bass versus Daigo. If you know Daigo, if you know your fighting games, you know Daigo Umehara. Control. Look how good he's reacting with the flash kick as an anti-air, controlling space with, you know, Gao's sonic boom. Gao has such good like neutral tools. Bison and A groove is sick. When Bison get an A groove combo on, my goodness. Yeah, God, you know, he broke God. Bro, look at that aggression. Yeah, but Blanca is top tier in this game. Blanca is so good in this game. His crouch fit. Oh, no, yeah, here we go. Here's a Blanca combo with A groove custom combo. Sick. Lock him controlling space with the crouching fierce punch. Oh yeah, Camry's another good character in this game, in my opinion. Yeah, short. Nice. See, uh, so yeah, that's just an example of a match. This was from Evo 2K13 2000, not 2K13, 2K3 2003. Yeah, and like of course Daigo was another like one was a strong Japanese player, and anyone who knows Daigo knows how legendary Daigo is in the fighting game scene, especially in the Capcom fighters. But he's known for other games as well. Like he used to play like a lot of Guild Gear. Of course, he's known for his playing Street Fighter First Strike. Other Street Fighter games, you know, 4. He still plays Street Fighter till this day. Street Fighter 6, Street Fighter 5. Yeah, honestly. But anyway, cool. So yeah, that's CVS 2. I'm gonna take a little. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take another little break. I'll be right back, everyone. Alright, I'm back everyone. BTD Gamers Channel boy here. Thanks for everyone that's tuned in. And if you just tuned in, I'm streaming on the BTD Gamers TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, I have two streams running, a horizontal and a vertical stream, depending on your screen preference. But yeah, let's get back into it. So yeah, I'm doing, today I'm doing a Let's Talk Gaming stream, where I'm talking about some of my favorite games or beloved games. And yeah, so the next game I want to talk about is Unreal Tournament. So first thing is, I'm going to change the music to the Unreal Tournament 99, and I'm talking about Unreal Tournament 99 specifically. This is a game that I grew up with a lot. Oh no, wait, where's the main menu theme? Nah, let's play the main menu theme. Yes, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. So yes, Unreal Tournament 99. Or Unreal Tournament 1 specifically. Now this game, we used to play on our PC. I can't remember which PC we used to play on. We had it on, it was on our Windows. I had it on Windows XP. I think I played it mostly on Windows XP. So yeah, you can imagine how this game is old. This came out in, I think it came out in 1999 if I remember. Yeah. So don't get me wrong, there's other Unreal Tournament games that I love a lot as well, like Unreal Tournament 2004 and Unreal Tournament 3. But this is the Unreal game that hits home to me. But before we talk about this, one thing that I'm so annoyed about is some years ago back, Epic Games was gonna work on a new Unreal Tournament game, and they got quite far in it. Like it got up to like maybe a beta stage at least. Maybe it was still in development, but they made it like it's playable now. Still, they kept it on to make it playable, but they decided to stop the project because I think the team in Epic Games, they moved on to Fortnite. No disrespect to Fortnite, but anyone who knows me, I don't really play Fortnite like that. I'll jump on it here and there, but I'm not really a Fortnite player like that. But when it comes to Epic Games, I love Fallout. I was gonna say Fallout. I meant Fall Guys. But the Epic game, when it comes to the titles, the one that sticks to me the most is Unreal Tournament, especially Unreal Tournament 99. That's the game that sticks with me the most. But yeah, let me go back to the other soundtracks so you lot can listen to it. So I'm gonna play. There's one tune in this game that I want to show you lot, if I can find it. So let me just find it first. 1 second. So there's one tune from the game that I always love, if I can find it. Unreal Tournament. This stage in the game also had a banging tune, by the way. This is to the capture the flag stage, facing worlds. So in this game, so there was like a little kind of like a campaign where you go through the modes. But like, of course, gamer-wise, you had deathmatch, team deathmatch, CTF, capture the flag, assault. Assault was where you do like a Jetfist style missions where example, like it would be like taking over a base, destroy this, destroy that, enhance and go through and attack the enemy base and take over this. What else? There was like domination. I think it was called domination, like where you score points, kind of like a king, like not exactly king of the hill, but where you take over a point, you earn points by taking over a zone. And yeah, but I might, so yeah, I might as well show you this. I might as well show you this in the whilst the soundtrack thing's using this as a screenshot. So this is what the stage looks like facing worlds. this is just like a this is just an angled view, but basically you can see the two towers, red base and blue base, and it would be yeah, the base would be at the bottom, and at the base there was like 3 areas where one had like I can't remember the name of the weapon anymore. I'm so sorry. What's it called? Juggernaut? No, it wasn't called Juggernaut, but like a really powerful weapon where you could shoot like a massive, like almost not nuke, but like a massive rocket with like a one-touch KO, like radius, explosion radius, and then of course the middle tower, the middle spot, and the top spot of the tower had snipers, so that you could be on a, you would either the way most people play this level is you either go attack, you either go to your enemy's tower and get the flag, and then run back to get the and get the team, score the team for your team, run back with the flag to your base to score the score point for your team, or you was defending the base, more likely using a sniper on the towers, and above, you know, you go for like double kill, triple kill, ultra kill, monster kill. Trust me, I have so much memories doing playing this level. The sad thing is the official service for this game is down now, but I know there's like community service. There's 2 community service for this game. No, there's thing, but yeah, this is what the facing world stage looks like. But you know what? Let me pause now, and I'm gonna show you the intro to this.
In 2291, in an attempt to control violence among deep space miners, the New Earth government legalized no-holds-barred fighting. Leandri Mining Corporation, working with the NEG, established a series of leagues and bloody public exhibitions. The fight's popularity grew with their brutality. Soon, Leandri discovered that the public matches were their most profitable enterprise. The professional league was formed. A cabal of the most violent and skilled warriors in known space, selected to fight in a grand tournament. Now it is 2341. 50 years have passed.
Are you going to Tokyo today? Nice.
Profits from the tournament number in the hundreds of billions. You have been selected to fight in the professional league by the Leandri Rules Board. Your strength and brutality are legendary. The time has come to prove you are the best. To crush your enemies. To win the tournament.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the intro cutscene that plays every time you boot up on your tournament. This game, yeah. I loved it. I like I said, I love Unreal Bob. Unreal Tournament was like, it's still one of my top 3 shooting games of all time. Like, I love it. I don't get it. I love games like Halo. You know, everyone knows how much I love Halo 2 and stuff. Halo 2 is definitely one of my favorite shooting games as well, and like the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. But Unreal Tournament 1, yep, Unreal Tournament 1 is like an OG shooting game for me. That I have so much memories playing Unreal Tournament. Boo what? I'm going back. Oh yeah, you. Oh. I was gonna say. see. Okay, cool. Nice. So yeah, let me go back to this. As I was saying, yes, Unreal Tournament definitely. Like I said, I don't know if I can say Unreal Tournament is my favorite shooting game of all time. It's definitely in my top 3, and it's definitely one of my most beloved OG shooting games. But I would definitely say that I can always replay this game. I love Unreal Tournament so much. Like, oh my goodness, and it annoys me that Epic Games, from the looks of it, so it definitely does seem like Epic Games did stop working on the new Unreal Tournament game project they were working on like years back. It definitely seems like they definitely stopped it. I don't know, and I don't think they ever plan to go back, which is a shame as well, because they announced it at like one of the game shows, like game exhibition shows, and like there was so much hype around it. and like they were doing like you know when they were doing like live streams of like development live streams or like showing where the game was at the stage the game was. Yeah, but then they eventually just stopped it. Like you can download where the game is right now in like a beta stage, whatever, and you can play it. But when they said they were gonna stop working on this, I was so pissed off. You can imagine. You can imagine how pissed off I was. Like but I play this game on my Steam Deck. I still play this game on my Steam right now on my laptop, on my PC. But like I used to have I have multiple versions of games on like the older Windows, like on like when I was playing on like Windows XP, Windows Vista. Yeah. I wish this game could come back. But it's interesting because you can see the influence of like Gears of War, because Gears of War is also an Epic Games game as well. You can see the influence of like the Epic Gears of War design and Unreal Tournament 3 design. You can kind of see in the design of the characters and like the way the characters are designed with their armor and stuff. But yeah, but Unreal Tournament 99, the Unreal Tournament 1, missed that game with a passion, honestly. Alright, but now we're going to talk about a different game now. Let's talk about another game that I love. Let me just load up my bits. And just for this, I'm gonna change the music I'm playing in the background. Let's see if you look. If you don't know this game, you would be able to you'll be able to figure this out. So yes, if you figured out already just from listening to the first bit of this music in the soundtrack, the next game I'm talking about is Fable 1 or Fable Lost Chapters. So yes, another game that I used to bang out on my original Xbox, an RPG game that I've replayed this, an RPG game that I've replayed multiple times. I mean, I clocked Fable 1, then I clocked when they needed the last chapters update. Chicken Chaser, yeah. So if you don't seeing on the Twitch chat, Chicken Chaser, if you know Fable, you know the term Chicken Chaser. So Chicken Chaser was either a hero name you could give your character, which was one of the cheaper hero names, because in the game, when you buy your hero name, it costs money. Chicken Chaser was one of the hero names you could buy. Also, there was the fact that you could kick chickens in this game, which is also where the hero Chicken Chaser name stems from in the game's universe, where you can kick chasers. There was even like the mini game where you kick the chicken and you score points how far you kick them. Yeah, so yeah, me and my sister Kimiko and our other sister, we used to bang this game out a lot. But, before I go into more detail though, so if you don't, for those of you that don't know Fable the Lost Chapters is just like when I was talking about Ninja Gaiden Black. Fable Lost Chapters was an extension to Fable 1. So you had Fable 1, then they made an extension for it. I can't remember if it was originally a DLC extension through Xbox Live, or they just made an extension hard copy which became Fable the Lost Chapters. But yeah, Fable the Lost Chapters is basically an extension of the first game. So you can, of course, I played the first game, the Lost Chapters edition, and on Xbox 360 and on Steam as well. They did make a HD version of the Lost Chapters. So basically, the Fable 1 Anniversary Edition, which was like a HD edition, which also had like the Lost Chapters extensions and stuff as well. I mean, my sister said don't bother with 2 or 3. I'll be honest with you, 2 and 3 are good. I like 2 and 3 as well. I think 2 and 3 are good. But I would say honestly, when it comes to Fable 1, 2, and 3, I've played 2 and 3 and I do like them. Don't get me wrong, I do actually like them a lot. But Fable, there's a difference. I like Fable 2 and 3. I love Fable 1 and Lost Chapters. That's the difference. And let's just say that I like 2 and 3. I've replayed and clocked Fable 1 Lost Chapters multiple times. So, a few things as well. So, they got rid of some of the exploits in the Anniversary HD version. But in the original Fable 1 and Lost Chapters editions, there were some exploits you could do in the game. So, for example, there was a Silver Key exploit. So in the Fable games, there's a thing called Hero Save. So there was like the main save feature and then the Hero Save feature. Hero Save was when you save. Hero Save only comes up when you're in the middle of a quest. Because in the game you can't save in the middle of a quest. You can't main save in the middle of the quest. You either have to finish. You either main save your game before you start a quest, or you finish the quest and then you can main save. Otherwise, when you're in the middle of the quest, you can only hero save. Which what that allowed you to do was, you can't save, so because you can't save in the middle of the game, in the middle of the quest. What hero save used to do was, you basically save anything you collected during the quest, but then it reverts you back to the point where before you start the quest. So basically, yeah, you can't save in the middle of the quest. When you do hero save, you revert back. But it does save things you collected in the middle of the quest, so like items and stuff. So that was one of the things that allowed the exploit. They were decent. I thought they were fun, but yeah, number one's better. Definitely, number 1 Lost Chapters is better. So yeah, how the hero save exploit worked in the old game, in the first and Lost Chapters game is, you could hero save certain items that you collect in during the quest. Hero save, then start hero save. Go back to your save file, where you save your item stuff, item progression. But you have to do the quest again. So you could do things like silver keys. Silver keys were like keys that you could only use to unlock these certain silver chests, where you had to have a certain. You had normal chests that you could just open. Then you had like the silver chests that were like blue and silver. And you would have to collect silver keys around the map, around certain quests. So what I used to do was, to build up my silver keys, any quest I would use a certain quest early in the game where I could find a silver key within a quest. Hero save it, and because hero save does save your items, but it reverts you back to the quest. Any like normal progression wouldn't save, so that silver key technically would be back in its original spot during the quest. So hero save the silver key I collected already, do the quest again, go back to where I got the silver key, and then keep doing that over and over again until I keep hero saving enough silver keys to unlock certain silver chests that I could get quite early in the game. Like there was like a chest in the Heroes Guild that was like 20 silver keys. I used the hero save exploit with the silver keys to open that chest early, which was like one of the most powerful weapons in the game. Only problem was it was a heavy weapon, so I had to build up my hero's physique to be able to use that weapon properly. And then I would also hero save the arena crest, because when you do the arena crest, you go through like a wave of different creatures, and you keep earning money as you go through different waves. I would hero save on like the second to last like wave or battle in the arena, save all that money, hero save, and then do the arena again, get all that money, hero save, and then repeat that process, so I could like just farm loads of money by hero saving during the arena quest. But yeah, so like in Fable 1, you play as basically you play as the hero of Oakville. He's known as the hero of Oakville after Fable 1, and like in like the newer games like Fable 2 example, it does feature your character, because in Fable 2 and 3 you play as different heroes, different it's each game is like based ahead in time, different hero, different character. But like in Fable 2 example, there's a book based on the hero of Oakville, which is your character from Fable 1 or Fable Lost Chapters, sorry. And then it talks about how like you defeat the boss who's Jack of Blades and all that stuff, and then how Jack of Blades reincarnate into like a dragon form. You got to beat him and that. But yeah, Fable 1. I used to bang at this game a lot. I've clocked it so many times. But yeah, let me show you the intro cutscene to Fable. Let me just stop the music. So yeah, here's the cuts. Here's the intro. Oh yeah, and like it's a shame that the original Lionhead Studios shut down. Let me go to the intro. Do, 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 do. So yeah, another thing about this game as well is it's one of those games where because you can see how your character has like the horns. So in this game, depending how you play the game, you could either be an evil hero or a good hero. When you maximize being a good hero, like when you become more further and maximize being a good hero, your hero will have like a halo ring on top of his head. If you like go further and start maximizing being evil hero, your hero will start developing like devil horns on his head. But yeah, Fable the Lost Chapters. This game, I have so much memories of playing this game. So much. I forgot this was a lot. I actually forgot this had like a long cutscene. Like for no, a relatively long cutscene, should I say? And like in the game, there's that I can't remember the name of the name. Is it the Sword of Eons? Where it's meant to be like a sword connected to your hero and your family. And like yeah, in this game, like unfortunately when you're a kid, your dad dies in the Oakville village. Then there's a mission where you have to save your mom from being in jail. She guides you for quite a bit of the game, but then she dies from Jack of Blades. Jack of Blades captures your sister, but you manage to free your sister. So your sister Teresa is actually in the newer games. So because in this game there's a decision where you can either kill your sister and get the full power on the Sword of Eons, or you spare your sister and you throw the sword away. But technically, I mean, canonly though, in the rest of the games, Teresa still exists, and she actually does appear in the other games. When of course, I remember in this game, you got when you fight the minions, you got like the bandits, you got I can't remember what the werewolf creatures were called anymore, and then like you had like the little goblin creatures, whatever they were called. But like yeah, in the story, your character is raised in the Oakville village, and then your village gets attacked, your dad dies, and then I can't remember his name anymore. One of the characters from the guild saves you and he takes you to the guild. You get trained up in the heroes guild and all that stuff. But yeah, yeah, Fable 1. I have too much memories playing this game, and like let me find a few of the cutscenes in the game. I'm sure someone has like a whole compilation of all the cutscenes. Let me see. Yeah, this guy saves you, but he's actually a prick. Let me see if I can find a cutscene where you have to deal with the sword.
Give me the thaumaturgica. When you approach the barrier...
Oh yeah, that's the prison one. Oh yeah. Let me get to the one where you had to fight Jack of Blades in the Heroes Guild. Oh yeah, so yeah, this is when Jack of Blades. This is from when Jack of Blades attacks the village. Not the village, attacks the Heroes Guild. Oh yeah, the Balverines. That's Oh yeah, the Banshees. The Balverines. So yeah, the bit when Jack of Blades kills your mother, and then her like power gets absorbed or something in the sword, if I remember. Yeah.
It's your blood next. Then I will make this world burn.
So yeah, Jack of Blades was originally like a hero from the guild, but turned evil. And I remember when you had to fight him. Yeah, there was like different stages of when you had to fight him. So this is when you defeat him the first time, because he actually is still alive after, and you have to fight him in that reincarnated dragon form. I assume this person is going to play the cutscene where you throw the sword away, and then you save your sister.
And now comes the choice I spoke of so long ago. Strike me down now with the sword of Aeons.
Sword of Aeons, yeah, I was right.
Become as powerful as Jack dreamt of being. Cast it into the vortex, and its darkness will be gone forever. So what will you do, little brother?
So whoever's played through this is they threw the sword away. But yeah, 'cause you could throw the sword away, and then of course you lose the sword. But then, or you could kill Therese, and all the power gets exalted to the sword, and it becomes one of the most powerful weapons in the game, like one of the most powerful swords in the game. Also, let's see if you don't remember the guild theme. Who, I used to bang out the guild theme a lot. So, but yeah, like I said, yeah, I love Fables on Chapters, man. I mean, one of the games that I used to just bang out on original Xbox. And I mean, to be fair, I do still jump on it every once in a while, just because I love this game. But the good thing is there is the new Fable game coming out. There is the new Fable game coming out. So me personally, I'm excited because I remember, when Lionhead Studio originally closed down, people were like, "Oh, we're not gonna get a new Fable game, blah blah." But then, it got brought back. I don't know if it's gonna be the original people from Lionhead Studios, but it's just good to know that it's coming back. It is good to know it's coming back. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back, everyone. I'm back, everyone. So yeah, thanks again for everyone that's tuned in. And if you just tuned in, this BTD Gamers Challenge boy here, streaming on the BTD Gamers TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. I have 2 streams running on YouTube. If you, depending on your screen preference, vertical or horizontal stream. Sorry, screen I meant. But anyway, I'm doing so yeah. I'm basically doing a Let's Talk gaming stream, talking about some of my favorite games, beloved games, you know. So one game I want to talk about. So I got following. Some people might not know about this game because this game only came out ages ago, and they only ever made one version of this game. Like, it came out on the Sega Dreamcast and on PC. And I'm gonna change the music. If you know this game though, I have mad respect for you. If you enjoy this game. So the sad thing about this game is this game wasn't that popular, and let's just say it didn't. It didn't score the best. I mean, actually, wait. Let me see. Let me see what the game did. Let me. What game? What kind of review? Let me see what the reviews were for this game originally, because I personally love this game, but I know this game didn't get the biggest fan base. Like, I think for the most part, people consider it like a 5 to 7 out of 10. Let's say roughly a 5 to 7 out of 10. So it was like a lot of people consider it like as an okay game. But if you know this game, you know this game. Let me play a song that I do remember from this game. But yeah, I used to love this game. Alright, oh, okay, I remember this one. So anyway, the game in question I'm talking about, I shall show you lot now, is 100 Swords. So, 100 Swords was a top-down strategy game that came out on Sega Dreamcast and PC. I had the PC version. I still have it somewhere. I don't know where it is anymore, but it's somewhere in my. It's either somewhere in my room or somewhere in my house. I can't remember. Now, unfortunately, this game wasn't the most popular. I'll be real with you, which is a bit sad. But for me, I love this game. I actually was a big fan of this game. Unfortunately, it just wasn't popular enough. So yeah, like I said, it was a strategy game, top-down strategy game, and like briefly, in terms of the storyline, the canon of this game, there was 4 different factions. Unfortunately, I can't remember what the factions were called, but there was like a blue faction, a purple faction, a green faction, and like a red faction. And each faction were like specialists in 4. There was 4 like specialists, like archetypes in this game. So you had people that were specialized in like horse cavalry. You had people that specialized in magic. You had people that specialized in like bow and arrows, long range. And then you had the people that specialized in, I think I said heavy weapons. And you had people that had like flying cavalry, something like that. But then like each faction had like a specialized character as well. Like in the blue faction there was like cavalry, bow and arrow. One faction had like each faction had all 4 archetypes. Each faction had all 4 archetypes, but each faction was specialized in one of the 4 archetypes more. So yeah, like cavalry, like I said, cavalry, heavy weapons, magicians, bow and arrows, all that stuff. And like, yeah, I used to bang this game, and it had like its own little story mode as well. And like, so there was like the blue and the purple factions were like friends. The blue and purple factions were like kind of you play as like, when you play them, they were more like the goodies in the game, and like the villains were more the red and green factions. But like, I remember the story where like the purple and red factions were actually friends with each other, but it wasn't exactly they were friends. There were factions that pretended to be friends with the purple faction, but they actually were villains and decided to work alongside with the green faction, if I remember. But like, yeah, I remember I used to play. I think I used to play the purple faction a lot. That was the one that specialized more in magic. And like, yeah, so you can see the 2 characters on the screen. You had like the wizard, the main wizard girl, who was like a magician, and then the blue guy on the left. He was more Yeah, he was like the head of the blue faction, where he was like a cavalry swordsman. Yeah, but I can't. You know, I can't. If I can find some YouTube content of it, I will. But yeah, I used to play this game a lot. Like, you know what? Let me see if I can find some YouTube. I'm sure there must be some YouTube content that exists for this game. I'm sure I can find it somewhere. Can find some. Let me see if I can find some gameplay. Oh yeah, yeah. Here we go. 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 Yeah, I found some stuff. I found some stuff. But this is like an old clip because like I said, this game came out ages ago. I played this game on like Windows XP. That was a that was a short clip. Let me see if I can. Let me see what else is available. I'm trying to get. Let me get one of that has like no commentary. I just want like. You know, let's. Here's another one. This one the Japanese version. You know, I need to see if I can re-download this game. I really wanna play this game again. It's been a while, but I really want to play again. Yeah.
30 games.
Alright, that's not what I
7
wanted.
layers.
That's not what I wanted, but okay. But yeah, 100 Swords. A top-down strategy game that I used to play a lot when I was a kid. I mean, I haven't played it in ages because, well, literally last time I played it was on a Windows XP computer. But I know we used to have a copy somewhere on disc. But yeah, I miss this game. I miss this game. Alright. But now, let's talk about another game that I feel like more people will know this one. I feel like more people will know this one. I used to play this on my Nintendo DS a lot. And let me load up the soundtrack if they have it on, if they have the soundtrack available. Alright, here we go. If you're still watching, Gene, I think you might remember this game. So the game in question is, if you recognize the soundtrack, is Children of Mana. I used to play this on my DS a lot. So another kind of like a hack and slash-ish, like event RPG game. And like, you know, there's the 4 characters you could pick. You know, you can use spells, use your weapons. Yeah, I used to play this game on my DS a hell lot. Like oh my god, I miss this game a lot actually. This is probably another game if I had it on my DS I'd play it. But yeah, this was another game. There's one tune from the soundtrack. I guess which one was it? This is a song that plays in the village, but there's one. It's like the first level. Is it this one? Yes, this one. This is the one. This is like one of the first levels in the game. Oh my god, I miss this game so much. Oh man, you know what? One of the things is as well because I was a big fan of this song from the soundtrack as well. Like this song from the soundtrack, I've just always gassed me when I used to play this game, and it's a shame because there's some other songs in the newer level, like the further levels further on, but for like one of the first early levels, this song from the soundtrack, banged. But yeah, Children of Mana was I used to love this game, and you know what? I'm gonna try load up a video for you lot, where I can probably show you lot some gameplay. So yeah, like I said, this originally came out. If I'm correct, it's part of. Is it part of the Secret Mana series, if I remember? Okay, I think I found a clip. Okay. So you remember this game was a DS, so this video I'm showing is technically showing both screens from the DS. Like yeah, you had all the different spirits that like you could summon as well. Alright, here we go. Let me load that up. Let me show you lot this. And like yeah, there's all the enemies that spawn. Alright, now let's get back to where you were back. Yeah, like I said, it was like a It's like it's like a hack slash like RPG game. But yeah, so yeah, so yeah, Children Manor, another game on my DS that I used to bang out quite a lot back in the days. Oh my goodness, I miss this game so much. Ah, but yeah, I feel like I feel like this game definitely has. I'm almost very certain there's a dedicated fan base out for this game somewhere. If I'm correct, though, I think it was part. I think it is part of the Secret of Mana series, if I remember. I want to let me just double check that because I don't want to give you a lot of false information. But I do believe it was part of the Secret of Mana games. Or it was so it is part of the is is connected to the Mana games as in like Secret of Mana. Uh, because there's quite a few in the Mana series. Yeah, so like Secret of Mana, Trials of Mana. So yeah, I am correct to say it is part of it is part of the Mana series. But yeah, do miss that game. Do miss that game. Do miss that game. All right. Let me just take another quick break and I'll be right back. Oh, sorry, I just realized my mic was on mute. So yeah, thanks again for everyone that's tuned in. If you're watching. Oh yeah, of course, Streets of Rage 1 is a banger. The Streets of Rage soundtrack is a banger. So yeah, this BTD Gamers channel boy here, everyone. I'm streaming on the BTD Gamers TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, I have 2 streams running. I have a vertical and a horizontal stream running, depending on your screen preference. But yeah, so let's get back into it. So I'm doing a let's talk gaming stream, talking about some of my favorite games or beloved games I've played, it be present or past, and yeah. Of course, any music from Yuzo Koshiro is lit. That would be the Streets of Rage soundtrack. The music he done with like the old Sonic games. It'd be the Maximum Tune games. But yeah, let's talk about a few. My stream times. I don't have too much more longer my stream time. But if I go a bit over, who cares? Anyway, let's talk about another game. Let's talk about one of my favorite arcade games of all time. Something I used to play a lot in Trocadero in arcades now. And my sister can get behind this. She can get behind this. You know what? Let me change the music I'm playing as well, just because just to fit the mood. So I spoke about this briefly on one of my other Let's Talk Gaming streams. So yeah, one of my favorite arcade games of all time. Maximum Tune 2 specifically. This is probably the one I played the most. This and number 3. Well, so I could definitely say I played number 1, 2, and 3 the most. And of course I played number 6 when it came on arcades. But yeah, Maximum Tune 2. Another reason why I love Maximum Tune because what I'm playing in the background is the soundtrack to Maximum Tune 2. This game had a banging soundtrack. So this is going back to another racing game that I love. I mentioned this before when I was about Midnight Club, how Maximum Tune was another racing game that I love. But the main reason I want to talk about this is because this was one of my favorite games I used to play in arcades. I do believe Maximum Tune does have some console ports, but Maximum Tune is most known for being an arcade game. And like back in Trocadero, at Hard Gaming, they have number 6 at Free Play City. Yeah, most of the time you'd either find it with a 2-player, up to a 2 to 4 player setup, where you can when you can do the link play as well. You can play with other players, other races in the game. Yeah, Maximum Tune. This game is a banging arcade game. Maximum Tune is a banging arcade game made by Namco, Bandai Namco. I used to like anytime. And also they used to also have it at the Namco arcade. It closed down now ages ago, but it used to be a Namco arcade at Westminster, like not far from the London Eye. It was near the Sea Life Aquarium, where there was like an official Namco arcade there as well. And I used to bang that out a lot. Like me, my sister, my brother, a few of my friends. Anytime we went Namco, we used to bang this racing game out loads, bro. And yet again, another racing game that features like real world cars, like like the Nissan Skyline and a few others like Mazda. I think they had like Mazda cars. There was the Mitsubishi cars. Yeah, another racing game. All I'm gonna say is, you can play the newer versions that are available in some arcades, but my heart mostly goes to saying Maximum Tune 1 to 3 the most, just because that's what I grew up playing them a lot. Also because back when the arcades were more popular in UK London, I used to spend a lot of time, and because I love racing games, I used to spend a lot of time playing number 1 and 3 back in the days at arcades. Honestly, let me see, I'm sure I can find something on YouTube. Maximum. Let me see if I can find some gameplay footage. Maximum Tune. Let's do Maximum Tune 2 gameplay. Here we go. Yeah. I found some stuff. I found some stuff. Let me pause the music. Let me play this. Let me play some. Let me play some YouTube content. And also the cool thing about this game is it's one of those arcade machines where you could have like your you could have like the arcade memory cards. Like it would be like a printed card that you could update your progress on, and like tune your cars up, increase your speed. Yeah, but this was such a beautiful arcade racing game I used to play. And yeah, I'll tell you, like I played number 6 at Free Play C. Still, Maximum Tune is such a fun racing game, arcade game. Like I said, you could play like the story mode where you go through the different levels and you fight all these different races in the story mode, or you could play versus mode with the link play with the like 2 to 4 player linked cabinets and play with other races. Like I said, me and my sister used to play the assault. We had the memory cards. I think I still have a Max Mature memory card somewhere. I think there was I did lose some of the old memory cards, like number 1 and 2 memory cards, because I lost my I lost it when I lost my card holder one time, because I used to have it in my card holder where I used to hold like my bus pass, my Oyster card and stuff. But yeah, look how beautiful and like such a beautiful arcade racing game this game was. Oh god, I miss Maximum Tune so much. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about, because I got to finish the stream soon. I'm gonna talk about 2 more games briefly. So first game I'm gonna talk about, I mentioned this before in the stream. So of course, one of my favorite, and even though I'm a big fighting gamer, this is definitely probably a favorite game of mine. Actually, like it's just because I want to show you a lot of cutscenes. But anyway, anyone who knows me knows how much I love Final Fantasy 9. My favorite Final Fantasy game of all time, and one of my favorite non-fighting games of all time. And I talked about this briefly in one of my other non-gaming, like Let's Talk Gaming streams. But Final Fantasy 9, fine, like yeah, this game means a lot to me. I could have loaded a big image, but I'm just rushing this so I can, get you lot to see a few more things from the stream. But yeah, Final Fantasy 9. You know what? Let me load the better. Let me load the better image. Yeah. So of course, this game features my boy Vivi. Also, I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy 9 music. Why not? I love every character in Final Fantasy 9 for the most part. I love because I love this game so much. My favorite Final Fantasy game. I played this game on my PS1. I grew up playing this game. I've replayed this game so many times. I've done the Osmo battle, the side quest battle with Osmo, one of the hardest bosses in Final Fantasy and gaming history. I stayed up playing that game. My sister was there she was there watching me do the Osmo battle for the first time. It took so long that she fell asleep because I was playing it late in the night, innit? But when I finally beat him, I woke up and said I beat him. And like, yeah. And of course, last year was the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy 9. I bought a lot of the official 25th anniversary merch. Like I said, I've clocked this game so many times. I replayed this game on my Steam Deck. I replayed the PS1 version so much. Oh god, I love this game so much. I replayed it on my Steam, through like on my PC, my laptop. I can play the amount of time I've replayed and clocked this game way more than 10 times. But I don't know, probably way more than 20 times. I don't know. I can't even keep count of it. But yeah, let me load out some Final Fantasy 9 cutscenes for you lot. Because there's some bits I want to talk about, and also my boy Vivi. But Vivi is my favorite Final Fantasy, one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters of all time. Vivi and Garnet. But let's Let me load up some cutscenes. Like, and it's a shame because a lot of Final Fantasy games have their own. A lot of Final Fantasy. A lot of people in the Final Fantasy community love multiple Final Fantasy games, but there are certain Final Fantasy games that I feel like just don't get enough love sometimes, and I think Final Fantasy 9 is one of them. I'm not saying Final Fantasy 9 has a strong community, but compared to other Final Fantasy games, a lot of the Final Fantasy community would just give more love to certain other Final Fantasy games more than 9. They do 9, but a lot of people I know generally love number 9. They don't really say a lot of bad things about number 9. It's just there's other Final Fantasy games that they just love more. But I'm telling you, there's a dedicated Final Fantasy 9 community. I'm one of those people that will tell you right now, I flipping love Final Fantasy. I don't care what people say. This will always be my favorite Final Fantasy of all time. And like, oh yeah, that's Alexandra Castle, man. Like, and also for PS1 graphics, like these cutscenes for PS1 graphics back in the days were flipping gorgeous. Like, oh my god, I can't describe how beautiful for a PS1 game. These cutscene cinematics were flipping beautiful. Like, honestly, the cutscenes are very breathtaking sometimes. And then, you know, let me find some of my favorite cutscenes in this game. Like, with like the one when they escape the battle against the Black Ops 3. Yeah, no, oh no, this scene makes me cry. The one when the Black Ops 3 attacks the Black Mages on the ship, and then you see Vivi upset. You see Vivi get pissed off. Like, oh my boy Vivi, man. But Vivi is like my son, man. Or he's like my son or little brother, bro. I mean, I adore this guy so much. I adore Vivi so much. Like, you know, with Final Fantasy, like, so in Final Fantasy 9, the Black Mages are like puppets, and then Vivi, not realizing he's a Black Mage puppet, you know, he's discovering, like, the whole point of Vivi's journey is he's discovering himself, and then he meets other Black Mages like him, and he's like trying to communicate with them, but then seeing them get attacked, you know, upsets him. Then, oh no, this scene, yeah, the one when they after you do the boss battle with Black Ops number 3, when you're on the airship. The cargo airship. Then you see Vivi looking at the black mage hat of one of his fallen brethren, isn't it? Well, like my guy, he does, you know, he uses fire and shoots off. Oh my god, man, my boy Vivi. I flipping love Vivi so much. And if you look online, if you look at like if you just look like random polls and stuff, if you look at things where like people do tier lists or like polls and votes of like some of their favorite Final Fantasy characters, Vivi is like in the top 10. I know Vivi is in the top 10. Like a lot of Final Fantasy fans, even if Final Fantasy is not your favorite, a lot of people flipping adore Vivi. Which is why I'm not surprised that Vivi is in like the top 10 of favorite Final Fantasy characters. Yeah, and then let me find like other cutscenes that are just like awesome. Oh yeah, the one where the Queen summons the Hermit. Look, I'm telling you, man, look how beautiful these graphics are for a PS1 game as well. Alright, cool, sis. Thanks for tuning on the stream, sis. Enjoy it. You know, yeah. Check out safely, and yeah, enjoy your journey to Tokyo. See, oh my god, man, bro, Homer is so sick. This has been at the leaf tree. Just so funny. I love and hate Kuja, but but I do like Kuja. I am a big fan of Kuja. And then, oh wait, no, where's the one where Alexandra Costa gets attacked? Oh yeah, this is the one. Where Naoko and Garnet summon the Guardian of Alexandra. Yeah, but look how beautiful these cinematics are, man. Like, oh, such a beautiful RPG game Final Fantasy 9 is. Like, to think that this was a PS1 game as well, honestly. Beautiful. Beautiful, honestly, beautiful. And I'm going to talk about one more game. One more game. Let me, load up my content for the last game I'm talking about before I end the stream. So the last game I'm going to talk about, me being a fighting game player, and anyone who's been watching me knows how much I love Street Fighter. Even though I play Tekken 8 more right now, Street Fighter is an integral part of my like fighting game community journey. And if you can tell by the music already, I'm going to be talking about Street Fighter Alpha 3. So yeah, Street Fighter Alpha 3. So yes, as someone who mostly plays fighting games now for the most part, unless I'm just relaxing playing other games, Street Fighter Alpha 3 by Capcom. This game, I used to bang out Street Fighter 3 on my PS1 a lot back in the days. Used to play, the arcade mode versus mode. There was dramatic mode where you all with a second player use two characters against computer. So in this game, I main like Vega with Visum. I like to use Sakura. I like to use Ryu. I mean, Dalsim is like a bloody top tier character in this game. Visum combos are sick. Yeah, Street Fighter 3 is like one of my earlier Street Fighter. So of course as a kid I grew up playing Street Fighter 2, but then as I was playing Street Fighter more, I played Alpha 3 next. Then there's First Dragon, of course. When I took fighting games more seriously, I was playing Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5. Now I play Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 alongside Tekken 8, because Tekken 8 is where I started playing Tekken games more seriously as well. But of course, my original journey of taking fighting games more seriously and competitively is originally thanks to Street Fighter. And yeah, Street Fighter Alpha 3. I love this game. It had the ASIM system. So there was 3 combo systems where you had ASIM, which was like your standard level 1 to 3 super combos. You had the VSIM system, which was like custom combos. And with VSIM as well, VSIM, if I remember, VSIM is your character does less damage, slightly less damage, but you have like a longer guard bar. And then of course the custom combos you could do in this game were dangerous. And then you had Exorcism, Exorcism, which was more like a rage type super bar where it was only one. It was like one bar, and it goes up, and then when it fully charges up as you take damage or level up. I think it was when you take damage. Like, and it was only one super, but it was one powerful super. But most people didn't use Exorcism. More people were either using Azim or Vizim. And Vizim was very popular. Like Vizim combos of Sakura, Vega, Ryu, Akuma, Dhalsim. Yeah, Vizim was the most common type that a lot of people used. And like, yeah, you know what? I have to load up a match. Street Fire Alpha 3. Alex Valle versus Daigo. Alright. Let me just pause this for. Let me pause the music for a sec. So this is a very famous match. This was like, you know, during like the first early days of like, you know, the days of Evo, back when it was called Battle by the Bay, like that, you know, that era of fighting games where you had like Alex Valle, who, you know, if you know your HGC, if you know your fighting games, you know the Street Fighter community. Alex Valle at the time was like one of the best American players versus Daigo. Anyone like Alex Valle and Daigo Umehara are legends in the FGC. And this was like a famous like match where they managed to get Alex Valle and Daigo to meet up and play Alpha 3. And like, yeah, and like, yeah, keep in mind, this is when Alex Valle and Daigo were young. Like you see them now, like you see that they like Alex Valle does more stuff to the community now. You still got the FGC, but he does more like community stuff now. But I remember when he was banging the Street Fighter 4. Yeah, Daguma. Look how young Daguma and Alex Valle are here. Oh, but yeah, let's get yeah. Like this was like this was like classic USA versus Japan. Alex Valle with Ryu Akuma using a Daigo using Akuma. See, look how dangerous the custom combos are. And like, imagine the thing is with some of the custom combos as well, you can get stuck at some good blocks done as well. And the thing with Vizim as well is like, even if you don't get like a full Vizim combo, Vizim itself is just a good pressure tool as well. Like I said, you know, some Vizim combos just keep you in good blocks done as well. And of course, like you can activate Vizim to punish. Like you could activate Vizim from like 50%. Like as long as you use 50% or more, you can activate Vizim. If you use 100%, if you are interrupted in between 100 to 50% Vizim, you can still maintain. You can still keep and maintain 50% Vizim and activate a 50% Vizim. See how he tracked Valle with using the Hadokens as well. You know, I'm gonna let this video play. I don't care. The air grab reset. Nice teleport. Yeah, but using that just to put Alex Valle in like block pressure. Cross up. Well, I swear no, Daigo using those rolls to like get to go on the other side. You see, look at this block pressure that Alex Valle is doing, and then he mixes up with the overhead. Then yeah, using the Visa activators to let the fireball go through and punish. Smart stuff, honestly. But yeah, that was like a classic. That was like a classic battle, like Street Fighter 3 battle, like Alex Valle versus Daigo. Such a classic rivalry. But yeah, no, honestly, man, Street Fighter 3 was another game. When I talked about that event, you know, in fact, Street Fighter 3 was also probably the first Street Fighter game, if I remember correctly, was the first Street Fighter game I ever entered a tournament for. Keep in mind, yes, I was a kid, so you know I wasn't the greatest as a kid, but I did go. This was, you know, me, my brother, and his friends that used to play Street Fighter, as well as that like fine game event we went to when I was young, where it was like in like a basement thing with a bunch of games, where like Alpha 3, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter First Strike, Tekken 5, all that stuff. I remember we went to this game shop that was hosting like a local Street Fighter 3 tournament. I went through a couple opponents even as a kid. I lost against my brother when I was mainly getting this game. Like I remember I stopped using Gen now, but when I first was playing the game properly as a kid, I was maining Gen. And then of course but at that time I fell in love with I fell in love with Cammy. I said Daigo by accident. Cammy, but now I concentrate more on Vega and Sakura. But yeah, even so, I think Cammy's still a really good character in this game. And like I used to use Julie and Junior a lot as well. But yeah, Street Fighter 3, if I remember, Street Fighter 3 was technically the first Street Fighter game I entered a tournament for. Like I said, just as a kid, so I wasn't great, but it was fun. And my brother's friend did actually win the tournament, and his prize was to basically get any free game at the game shop that was hosting the game shop that was hosting the tournament. Yeah, pick any game you want for free. That's what, yeah, that's what he won. So, I mean, I know it doesn't sound like a lot now, but back then, like, that was valuable. To pick any game you want for free was valuable. Like, I know we live in a day and age now where esports is all about, you know, winning prizes that like up to like $1 million to like $250,000, $500,000, all that stuff, until like, I don't know, a couple millions and stuff like that. Yeah, but for early gaming tournament time then, just winning small prizes like a game and stuff, that was big for us back in the days. And like, you know, as usual, Street Fighter, you know, is what made me, is the game I eventually started taking more seriously and competitively and going to all these tournaments and local tournaments. Of course, I'm not the greatest player still, but I keep practicing, I keep wanting to improve myself, because I do love competing at tournaments, spectating at tournaments. Me being going to like VS Fighting, watching Evo, and you know, my dream is to like travel to Evo one day as well. Maybe travel to like EWC one day as well, all that stuff, honestly. But yeah, that's the last game I want to talk about, and yeah, I'll leave it there. So yeah, you know, before I finish the stream, my usual pleasantries before I end the stream. So yes, we got the BTD Gamers streaming schedule. Where's it gone here? My screen's gone black on this one, sorry, 1 second. There we go. So yeah, and like I said, this will update at some point, because there's been a lot of changes. But this just to give you an idea that at least there'll be some form of weekly content by us slot at BTD Gamers here. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Then we have our BTD Gamers gamer cards. So you got me. You know, you can follow me, Mr. Chinese Boy, on all of my socials, where I also do gaming content, like gaming streams. I also do things about gym life, food, reaction videos to game trailers, all that. Then we got BTD Gamers, already his rise. He follow him as well and his content. He plays a lot of games like Valorant. He also plays Tekken 8 just like me. They have Commander Corner, who's a programmer himself. He's well known and really skillful at COD games, Call of Duty games like Warzone, Black Ops. He also plays things like FC26 as well. You got BTD Gamers Hens, who mostly, if you check out his content, you can catch him on his channels playing a lot of live streaming and recording content, a lot of like single player and story mode games. And then you got BTD Gamers Deeks, who you can catch playing a lot of Call of Duty. Follow his socials. Also the BTD Gamers BTD Esports Manager. BTD Gamers ourselves have a BTD Esports team, so I'll talk more about that. Then you got the BTD Gamers website, btdgamers.com, where you can find what BTD Gamers is all about. How we help push people that want to make a career make their passion in gaming become a career choice. If you want to make that dream possible, we host events as well in partnership with our company, our parent company, Black Tech Day, and sister company, Black Tech Divisions, where you can catch us talk about technology, gaming, financial, education. With the BTD Gamers division of it, we have like gaming sales, we host tournaments. But yeah, like I said as well, so we also have our own esports division, BTD Esports, who are currently competing in the DreamHack for Call of Duty. So please show some love to that. Follow at BTD Gamers UK on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, and X. You can find content. You can find content from us and gaming content on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and X. You can find video and live streams on YouTube, our YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Then we also have our Discord community as well. So if you want to be part of the BTD's Gamers Discord community, you can find links on our social media posts, or you can find it on the website. And of course, on the website as well, you can find the links to all of our social media pages as well. And then one more thing as well is, if you play GTA 5 RP, the GTA 5 RP mod, we have our own GTA 5 RP server called Industries RP. So if you play GTA 5 online, and want to join in with our Industries RP server, you can join in. Just message us, DM us. We can send you the link to join the server. We also have our own Discord community for our Industries RP server, so you can join that. You can get involved with that as well. Just by messaging us. Joining the BTD Gamers Discord first, and then we can send you all the information to that. So definitely take a look at that. But like I said, please show some love to at BTD Gamers UK. This BTD Gamers Chinese Boy. Please follow all my Mr. Chinese Boy personal socials as well, and find my content as well as following BTD Gamers. But yeah, other than that, everyone, that's BTD Gamers Mr. Chinese Boy down for the stream. Hope you enjoyed this Let's Talk Gaming stream. And like I said, with me, whenever I do my BTD Gamers streams, I have a 4-week schedule where I do one stream every week. I do a fighting game stream. So first week I do fighting game stream, non-fighting game stream. Last week 2, then week 3 is a fighting game stream again, and my 4th week is a non-gaming stream. And my non-game streams will be more about me talking about stuff around gaming. Normally with my first gaming stream I do Tekken 8, and my week 3 fighting game stream is Street Fighter 6. But sometimes I would be because I play other fighting games as well. I'll be changing up my fighting games here and there. And of course, hope you appreciate the non-gaming stream as well, where we just talk about gaming content. We just talk about our love for gaming and things around gaming, innit? And of course, with non-fighting, my with my non-fighting game streams on week 2. It could be playing other games that I love, like Halo. Like I still want to finish my Halo 2 stream for you, like my heroic gameplay through. And like if you've been watching my streams on BTD Gamers, I like to play a lot of Step Mania as well, which is like a PC version of DDR, Dance Dance Revolution. But yeah, other than that, everyone, that's me done for the day. Done for the, that's BTD Games Mid Channel. BTD Games Mid Channel boys signing out, everyone. Take care, much love. I just realized I played it wrong. I played it's because I've got my Mr. Chinese Boy and BTD Games stuff mixed up on this. Anyway, much love, everyone.